seeing your subconscious as your beloved lover. Now, I came across this philosophy about a year and a half ago reading Neville Goddard, and he was talking about your subconscious being your beloved lover, your beloved. And I think this is an absolutely fantastic idea, because it totally depends upon which way you're inclined. You know, if you wish to treat your beloved with as much love and peace and grace and kindness and understanding as humanly possible, then you can apply, whether you have your beloved in your life or not, you can apply that idea, those ideologies, to your subconscious. You know, and so the idea is, if you wouldn't speak to your beloved anger, rage, rant, aggression, hatred, limitation, you know, all of these things that we wouldn't expect to give to our beloved or to ourselves, coincidentally, then why would we speak it internally, where our subconscious or beloved lover is in this ideology, right? So the simple premise of this video is having that focus point that your subconscious is your beloved. If you can focus on that philosophy and wake up in the morning and just feel that love internally for your subconscious, which coincidentally will ripple out into your life, right? If you can feel that internally for your subconscious and ultimately yourself, because it is yourself, then you're starting to behave in the way that the universe works upon, right? The universe works upon, it takes that ocean of internal world, that river, that lake, that pond, that pool, that basin of our internal world, our internal fluid, and it then takes that information and reciprocates it, prints it out into the world. If you watched one of my recent videos, you heard that I talked about subconscious being the printer, okay? So it prints it out into the world. So if you're engaging with yourself, your subconscious, your mind, your thoughts, your beliefs, your ideas, your feelings, your imagination, if you're engaging with that in a way that is loving, understanding, kind, compassionate, patient, exciting, joyful, you know, sensual, if you will, then you're literally creating the environment for the right things to come into your life, you know? So if you can think that this container in your head, in your mind, that's listening to you constantly is your beloved, then it might just change and alter the way you work your inner world, the way you work your inner faculties, your thoughts, you know. If you're thinking all day of this is terrible, that's terrible, I haven't got this, I haven't got a penny, I can't do this, I can't do that, the world is this, the world is that, this person's this person's that, all over and over and over again, constantly droning on and on and on about how terrible things are, your beloved lover is listening to that constantly. You know, it's a 24/7 onslaught of pain and misery. Is that what you'd want for yourself? If we're talking about your external beloved lover was with you, would you want them to do that to you? Do you want to do it to them? If the answer is no, then don't do it to your inner world. I know, boy. What's the matter? You want to go in there? He's a good boy. You know, if you wouldn't do it to them, don't do it in here. You know, and honestly, that's as potent and as simple and as powerful as this video could be. You know, your internal world is your beloved, and it wants to give you everything you desire. You know, if you want to call it God, the Almighty, Father, Jesus, universe, all that is, oneness, unity, you know, the monad, the sun, great mystery, infinite intelligence, whatever word you want to call it, it is your beloved, and it wants the best for you. It wants you to remember. It wants you to experience. It wants you to be filled with joy. It wants you to be given all the beauty and the bounty that could possibly be given to a physically incarnate being of light and wonder and mystery. Okay? It wants you to have everything that you desire. However, and this, bear with me with this philosophy, But your beloved lover has submitted to you completely. It trusts your every word. It trusts your every feeling, your every picture, your every thought consistently. And it will give you what you focus upon. Okay? If you focus on lack, many, many years ago, I told the universe that, I'm not bothered about money because money is, an illusion. It's fictitious. Coincidentally, to get to the certain places we need to go to, money is important. Until there, or unless my beloved lover, my beloved subconscious is going to present things in a different way, it's a necessary component. So I've altered that spell that I put on myself, and I've said that I do love money and I appreciate it for what it can give to me. And I appreciate other people who have money, because why shouldn't I? Because they are me. And if they have bounty and abundance, then so do I. By rights, by osmosis, I have the same thing. If somebody else in this world has it, I have it. It is available to me. Okay? So my subconscious is listening to that now, and it's lapping it up. It's like, oh my goodness, I love that one. I'm going to bring to you unconditionally exactly what you're asking for. And it's as simple as that. This is how our world works. This is the mechanisms of experience that we live by. Okay? So, to finish off this video, ask yourself, can you see your subconscious as your beloved lover? Because if you can, your mindset and your thoughts may very well change. And if they change, your world will change alongside it. So we talked about the subconscious and the conscious and the pillar in between. Now we're developing a relationship between the two. Okay, we talked about guarding it with this, or sort of being a guardian of your senses. Now we're talking about developing a deeper, more intimate relationship with your subconscious mind. Okay, and if you can do that, it opens the doors for your life to present itself. So I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, I offer one-on-one sessions. If you're struggling with any of these concepts, if you're struggling with your life, the things in it, and it's an overwhelming mountain in front of you, and you don't feel like you have the right support networks, then I do offer my time, my services, my love in one-on-one sessions. So if you'd like to explore that with me, then I'd be more than happy to look into that with you. And in any other sense, I love you deeply. I hope that you have a beautiful day, evening, afternoon, whatever. Take care of yourselves, my friends, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.